To boldly go where no man has gone before. No, sorry, Perfect World went where everyone went before, so it's really not new. But I think it's better than a lot of other MMOs out there. Have a look. Hi there, it's Fluffy. Welcome to my channel. This is Star Trek Online. It's going to be a review. This one is from Cryptic Studios and made, well, not made, but published by Perfect World a couple of years ago as well, so it's not new. It's a free-to-play game with some microtransactions. Most of them is just cosmetic stuff. They do have ships and all, but I have to admit some of them are really cool. Whoa, okay, whatever. The graphics, as you can see, let me... Oh, come on. This little pop-up is really annoying. Come on, go away. Okay, there it is. And as you can see here, the graphics are not bad for a free-to-play game. It's really not that bad. For the sound, as you can, well, as you just heard, it's what Star Trek can offer. It's all the phasers, the photon torpedoes, the opening doors, which you'll probably see in a combat, well, not the combat mission, but anyways, I assure you it's there. Everything that it's Star Trek themed, so it's like, they even got some voices like from Leonard Nimoy and Michael Dorn, the one who made Spock and Worf, so, and some, like, couple of others as well. And it's really not that bad for a free-to-play game. So what I'm gonna do right now is show you the ground missions, the space combat and all. So, and since the game is pretty much really big and I have to show you a lot of things, I'm just gonna cut it down just to speed it up a little bit, because honestly, if you really want to see me fly around like this, it's gonna be useless. It's gonna be really, really boring. Anyways, let's get started here with character creation, and then I'm gonna go to space combat. So let's get starting. Here we are. Yeah, he has a beard. I win. Please uninstall. No, really. Right now you got three races. Well, you got the humans, the the Starfleet, Romulans and Klingons. And the Klingon, as you can see, there's a lot of races here. Some of them you have to pay, which really sucks if you ask me. But the others, you can use them, and if you do that, you can go to the race info on top, and you get all of these attributes here. Same thing with the class info. The only thing that's missing here, first of all, well, not missing, but pisses me off, number one is the fact that you gotta pay for having races, and number two, what if I don't know what superior cover is? Or thread generation, for example, or accuracy? As in, what the hell are you talking about? It's there, but there's no info, so this is really like a minor thing. And let's say if we go with this one here, we're gonna go with tactical, which in class info you get all the information here in a small description. Same thing with the race. Oh, let's go to the appearance. Some choices here which sometimes you have to pay, and yeah, it's a couple of choices here as well. You can choose your stance. Something with the head. A lot of choices for the character. Really don't know why, but when I change it, it seems to lack in performance, and I don't have a system that should lack in performance, so I don't know. Something with the body. You can. There's a lot of options that's available here. It's really nice. Something with the uniform. Let's see here. Armored. Yeah, you can do a lot of things here. Or you can go random. I admit this one doesn't have a lot of choices. Unless it's me. Anyways. Then you get the background. Be creative. This is where the roleplay gets in. Then you get the ship name and your biography as well. So it's really not bad. It's just like I said, some missing info here, and the fact that you have to pay for some races. I always hated this in free-to-play games. There's a lot of more stuff that you can pay. Now the race, for fuck's sake. And you can create your content as well. It's really awesome, like in the Foundry, but I'm going to show you that later. So let's go to the space combat here. For the space combat, this is the best aspect of Star Trek Online. It's really solid, but I mean it's far from perfection. First, the interface here. You got your shields, which you can use to power your shields either forward, over here, or at the back, or the sides, like shown in the example here. You can also change the way your ship is. Either you can balance it, or you can put it on speed. So you got more, either more defense, more speed, more attack. Or just, you can do whatever you want here. And, let's see here, you got your speed, you got your, there you go. You got your weapons, and your lasers and your torpedoes seems to have some, they seem to have some arcs of fire as well. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use my crew here. All of them. Why not? Because I can. Yep, I'm going to get more power in my shields here. I got my little skills bar as well here in the bottom. One super quick tip. Well, it's not really a tip, but a newbie tip here. Lower the shields first, then attack with the torpedoes. Also, try to attack one point. Really seems to help. I'm facing a cruiser, so you see I'm always facing the if I can beat him. As you can see, the combat is really dynamic. I love it. Nope, that's more speed here. I'm gonna get more distance so that way I can turn around. More speed, more armor as well. Well, he's using a couple of, there you are. All I gotta do is turn around. Oh, that motherfucker. Come on, gotta turn around. See? Right there. I should have got him right there. I'm gonna turn on my left. His shield is weak on this right side. Shoot torpedoes. You know what? I'm going to go back. Alright. Get more shields on my front here. You gotta admit this is a better fighting, like a better combat system than a lot of other MMOs out there. Seriously, it's... My god, he's strong. Doesn't matter. Fire all weapons. Here you go. Now he's dead. He was a cruiser though. Just before that I faced 3 enemies. So I'm gonna stay here. Ooh, I lost some crew though. So you got your crew skills. Oh, I'm gonna take my item. Console. Tactical. Oh, that's nice. Phaser relay 5. It's a common thing. 11% phaser damage. That might be good for me. I got my crew skills, which I can change. Right now I got 4, but before that I think you start with 3 if I remember. You got your modules here. I could have used like shield batteries or weapon batteries or my other skills here as well, like evasive maneuvering, which either gives me, like this one, it rotates shields. It gives me more resistance. Some other stuff like that, like EPS power transfer, which gives me, well, you can read it here. It says power settings for 30 seconds, or 128% for power transfer rate. Stuff like that, or evasive maneuvering, which means I'm going to have more strength and more defense for a couple of seconds. It could help me on my skills here, on my combat, I mean, on my fighting. And each time I'm doing a combat mission here, I can scan for anomalies. Let's go to full impulse here. I got my map on the upper right, I gotta follow them here. And it's always like that. It's fun. It's never boring with those fights. Yeah, I should enter combat with them. With him, I mean. Yeah, you got to avoid those asteroids. It's a pretty good thing to avoid. So let's start with this. Let's activate all of them. Why not? You can see what's active right now. So now I'm lowering your shields. Oh, what a bastard. Using a tractor beam so he can lower my maneuverability so I can't move around. Oh my god, it hurts. Yeah, let's get my engineering in. You should give me more shield and more defense in other ways. If you can avoid all of the, I would say, what? Trek, like the Star Trek vocabulary and the world, it's pretty much like all the same MMOs out there except for a better combat system, which I really like because it's never the same. It's all, I like that system. You always gotta move around, you can't stay in one place, you gotta play with the shields, you gotta position yourself in the correct way. A lot of weapons, like there's a lot of other weapons as well that you can use. Like some other type of lasers, for example, can go in like in a straight arc and large arc as well. It really depends. I should be able to see that. You see there? If I put my mouse on it, you should see the arc where it's supposed to be active. Yeah, this is not a good move for me right now. I'm gonna activate everything. Really not concentrated here. I should be able to kill him. Yep, he's dead. Wow, that was close. Anyway. What else is there to say with this one here? Well, same thing for the torpedoes. Like, let's see here for the torpedoes. This, like the torpedoes, have a small arc, and if you hover over it, you're gonna see that. Oops. You're gonna see that there's a small arc, but it. Well, anyways, if you put your mouse over it, you should get all the description. So let's go back to the anomaly here. And full impulse. I'm going to show you where the anomaly is here. Should be able to scan it soon. Alright, I scanned this by pressing F. This is really stupid and easy. Got to do this. Oh, yeah. And yeah, there it is. I just got to mimic the wavelength. So you play with your cursor on your keyboard. Really easy. Scan another one. You can look on the map here. So it looks like you have to go in that direction. Let's do that. Or press both left and right mouse button so you can navigate in space a bit more easier if you want to. Or you can right click and move your mouse around and your ship shouldn't move. You do have time, so you should speed up. Waveform matched. Unknown alloys. You can get those to the memory alpha station. And you continue on like this. So let's do something else here, like the combat mission. Alright, combat missions usually happen, well, not combat missions, but planet missions, ground missions. Usually happens on planets and asteroid bases. Stations as well. They really this is what the game lacks a lot, like from the Star Trek universe, but it's just plain weird. But I'm just gonna explain that later. So she tells me here, my science officer, that she's narrowed down the source of the contamination. It looks like there's a series of alien artifacts emitting radiation, so I gotta go down there But in recent years, the seismic activity has caused several to rupture. So, got to go down there. So I got to analyze the artifacts. I can choose my crew, and let's go down there. So the planet really gives like a colorful environment and beautiful setting, but honestly, that's about it. Ground combat feels weak and boring, which there won't be right now, but when there is, let me tell you, well, you should see that in an instant right now. But to tell the truth, I never understood Star Trek combat, well, ground combat that is. Like, they're weapons. I mean, I know they're lasers, but just like in the show, the thing is, they stand still and they stay there, like, most of the time. That's what happens. Well, yeah, sometimes you get one or two that jumps in the air or something, but that's just for the, for the TV show, but I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, if you guys want to get at least fun and at this point have an interactive, I would say ground combat, or because this one feels really dumb, honestly, just go play PlanetSide 2 with the Vanu. Honestly, I mean, I say Vanu because of the lasers in here, so I personally go with NC, but anyways. This is what I picture weapons as, using lasers with what they use as Vanu. So right now I got to scan for the artifact. Planet 9238Y. So first of all, scan, and it should be in there. Oh yeah, there it is. Ooh. As you can see, it's really beautiful. It is, but besides that, there's nothing else. It feels pretty empty. Yeah, I've got the artifact, I've got some ground, like bushes or whatever you want to call it. Got some trees, some rocks, and that's it. So, enabled to determine the origin of these artifacts, or their purpose, but the contamination is theta radiation, whatever that means. If we scan more of the device, I should be able to find a way to contain it. Of course. Colonists are approaching their settlement. The colonists are activating their defense grids, and the Avalon is moving to provide support. We may be able to help out the colonists and continue our mission. Yeah. Sounds like this one has changed a little bit. So, let's continue to artifact scans. Hey, did you notice? It's pretty empty. I mean, this is what it really suffers. Whoa, okay. Yeah, performance lags over here. Yeah, there's a couple of enemies up ahead. Can I avoid it? Oh well, at least you're gonna have some kind of combat here, which is what I needed. But they're in here. You know what? We're just gonna. We've been damaged by a recent earthquake. I believe we can stop the contamination by resetting the device. So reset the alien device. Let's do that. Stop the radiation. And yep, let's go there. You know what? Let's kill them. I mean, they're looking at me funny, so yeah, let's do that. Yeah, here we go. Get in here. The crew will take care of that. Let's put them in the back. Whoa. See? Everything's scripted. And your characters, well, your crew here will provide support, of course. Some mines are on the ground because I'm an engineer. I could use my skills as well here. Yeah, that was a bad one. And that's it. What you've just experienced right now is the ground combat. Most of my crew stayed there in place. The enemies stayed there in place. One of them attacked me. It's weak. I honestly hate it. I really don't understand. I never will. That's something about Star Trek that I never will. I mean, yes, they're using lasers. Okay, fine. But, really? You really have to stand in place or something. It's the whole concept of ground combat. That's the whole thing. That's the whole problem with me here. Yeah, they're all in front of me and they're not attacking me. What the fuck? Okay, finally. Whoa, what the hell was that? So I can go down. I can even... See, he's coming here, so let's... Dude. See that? I'm just gonna put a shield down here. My health is really low. They're still shooting. Yep. That's about it. Oop. Okay. There you go. All dead. That's it. So, did I have fun here for a second? Yeah, because I was outnumbered, but besides that, it's still the same thing. Enemy, it's really boring. The combat is boring, like the whole thing. I don't know. It's, I have to admit that this one here is better than what I've previously, I would say, experienced before. A lot of ground missions are just what it seems to be, except for the enemies here. You got some enemies here and there, but still. There's a commander right there, the lieutenant, I think? Yeah, he's the one that's going to come to me here. Just got to put mines down here. Let's shoot them. See, I'm using an art. I know you can go on the forum and oh my god, and you can know what type of weapon you can use to make it more efficient. See, I'm just gonna put them on the ground. Oh, again. Come on. Come on. You see? That's really stupid on their part, because he was just coming at me and he was just charging me and charging me and charging me and doing nothing else. That's it. Always using his guns. It's really weak. It uses a skill system as well that I honestly don't understand. It's not that I don't understand what this does, but it's really odd. That's the thing about it. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead. See, I even got anomalous readings here, so let's go to that here as well. Oop. The other way around. There we go. So still as any other MMO out there, nothing changed. Oops. Now I gotta find the other one. Okay. But you know, for a combat system, it's really not that bad. It's just that it's way too average, and it doesn't fit the Star Trek universe. Right. Stop, and that's it. I can, yeah, beam up to the ship. Everything's done here, so I gotta go. Go back to the ship. And that was the combat mission. Planet. Sometimes just go here, scan this, go there, scan this. And other times, like the combat you've experienced, it's always like this. Since I was level, I would say, what, 1, 2, whatever, it's always the same thing. You're going to see enemies. You're going to see enemies here that will, man, they'll just spawn up, well, not spawn in front of you, but they're going to, You'll see them across corners or just in rooms. You just have to go in the rooms and they're going to attack you using lasers or their weapons. Sometimes use bombs or mines, or they'll charge you, and that's about it. It's really that. I'm having more fun using the space combat than the ground combat. That's the thing. That let's scan some readings here. I can show you what exploration is. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going in space, going from one cluster to another, and I should have one here. I'm just going to scan them, and it's going to give me anything from space to ground combat, anything. So let's scan this one here, and other times it'll give me this, samples. So in that way I can go to Memory Alpha and craft some items if I wish. Oh, unknown system here. Then I go to a system. What will I have? Everything's random, so it's could be fight. This one sounds like fighting. Yeah, sensor readings and their warp signature match an enemy fleet that attacked several outlying colonies. Yep. Commander, we believe they're responsible for more than 2,000 civilian casualties. Okay. I'm the only one in range. How convenient. Oh, really? So, that's what exploration is. Sometimes you get systems, sometimes you get anomalies. It's, I just like to put that away. So I'm just gonna hit them in the back. They can't shoot, so. Oh, now they move. Let's position in the back, because they seem to like it to be hit in the back. Let's go a bit faster here. What space combat is all about. Yeah, I'm going to show you something else here. I'm just going to finish this combat and show you something else. Well, that was exploration, so there's really not a lot to say. I really do like the exploration because you get anything. I really like combat, like space combat, so I wish I could have more space combat. Let's do that here. So I'll be back. Since I've spared you the traveling time from this place here to Alpha Centauri to Memory Alpha over here, let me show you what crafting is. It's something that's you're not forced to do, but it's something that you can do if you're sick of combat or ground missions or scanning anomalies or well, whatever you want. So you go to the station here in the middle, and you go to the research station here, and you can either get personal equipment, starship, weapons, components, or schematics. Yeah, you do need those schematics sometimes. And for example, let's do that here. Starship weapons. What if I want to do a phaser beam Mark III? Phaser beam ray. So I need, well, there are some things that I need here which I don't have, like one anion particle trace and one megatonic. Methogenic, oh my god. And, well, you can see the list. One schematic beam ray, 3 antimatter samples. So if I look in my inventory, I got a couple of the stuff here, but I don't have enough. I can do this one here. Is it better? Then I have to look at my, my ship screen here. USS Avalon. Let's look at the status, and phaser beam Mark III. You can either do the weapons or the components or the equipment, or you can go in space, do some do some quests, and the rewards of those quests will give you some items here as well. So it's like the same thing. Nothing is special here, as well, as far as I can tell. But it's a fun thing to do. It's really not that bad. And like in all MMOs, you got other stuff as well. Like you got the mail station. You also got the, I think that's the bank, I believe. Yeah, that's the bank as well. You can use your account bank or the one from your fleet as well. Like I said, it's really an extra. There's nothing special here, so you can skip all of this if you wish to, and you can do the missions and get the same items. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that you can research and get. And I mean, I'm at level 20 here, so I'm not maximized. So there's a lot of stuff that I could go in. Wow, there's a lot of weapons as well, assault rifles, and depending on your skills, then you can... Ooh, Vulcan Lurpa. Anyways, that's what it is with crafting. So you do some exploration and you get anomalies, you get the samples and the artifacts, and then you can come here. Or if you want to, you can go to the Access Exchange, and it's like think of an auction. People sell stuff and all. Or you can go to the store and buy some stuff here. Not everything is... well, there's a lot of them out there. There's some vendors here and there, so you're gonna have to check it. Sometimes they give you missions as well, and you do get missions here as well. And it's the same thing. You get other missions as well, and well, that's about it for this one. And let me talk to you about the end game and whatever I need to tell you next. Before talking about the end game, let me show you some other things here as well. Duty officers. The thing is, you get to assign some duty officers, and in the end, I'm gonna let you go in the game and like do the tutorials, but you get to use duty officers, and in the end they give you rewards, like it's done here: the lithium ore, XP, skill points, and sometimes special items. And like if you pay 275 for example, you get some more duty officers and you get more skills. And well, right now I got 8 completed here, so let's collect the rewards. Okay, this again, and rewards here, and I get medical XP. I get some skill points here, some expertise, some development XP, the lithium ore, and energy credits. With the lithium ore, you get more stuff to buy. Same thing with your with the XP. Well, not with the XP, but with your skills. Oh, I failed this one. Oh god. Okay. 3 injured. What happened there? Contain outbreak of anchor roof. Okay. So, besides that, there's the PvE as well. Think of dungeons and raids. It's almost the same thing. You can look at the like it's just like there's a team of 20 here. There's 2 queued. So if you do that, you're gonna get let's say 20 people or so, and you get all the info there: the reward, the challenge, and the average time you can do. Those are really fun. But the thing here, unless it changed, but I don't think it did, up to my knowledge, there's no voice. I could be wrong here. So then we can hail Starfield. This is the well, besides space combat missions, the best things. You got some events which are done like on a weekly basis, and then you get the episodes. There's a crap load of them. I've only done the first one here. I'm at level 20. There's a crap load. You can replay them if you want to, which is really nice. I'm at the Doomsday device right now, so I got to... minimum rank should be 17, then I can use the transwarp or just talk to them and then do it. After I'm done with this one, I can go to the Wasteland and continue on. Same thing with Romulan, Cardassians, everything. It's really fun. You can go what's available right now. And then there's the Foundry, the motherlode of all. That's the thing. It's user-created missions. It's missions or quests that are done by players, and they're all rated as well. So some of them are, I'm gonna be honest, some of them are bad, and others, they're freaking awesome. Really, really awesome, and that's the best thing about it. And you get the community rating as well. Some loved it, some didn't like it. And you get the number of votes as well here on the side. This is one of the, like, the biggest aspect of Star Trek Online is not the PvP, which I'm not going to talk, because honestly I've tried and I've never went into an arena. Besides, it's an arena. I hate it. I really hate it. It's the same thing as all the other MMOs out there, honestly. Then you got your accolades and logs here, but anyways, these are just little extra. Same thing for the duty officers, it's just a little extra. Crafting is a little extra as well. Then you get your dilithium ore. Remember when I went there to the duty officers, and one of the let me see if I can get it. Let me see, assignments, current map. Okay, one of the rewards, well, this one is pretty cheap, but this one has 5 dilithium ore as a reward. With this you can get some, let's say, away team phaser weapons. Then you can buy it. So stack them up and buy whatever you want. You get a lot of choice here. So from weapons to starships to, well, you got everything here. So you got a big choice. And to be honest, I'm at level 21, which is really not a surprise, but I didn't do the end game. But I got bored of it. After level 20, to be honest, I got like bored of it because everything feels the same from level 1 to my current mission. Missions are fun, it's just that they feel the same. So I can't really tell you about the end game content, but doing a quick search, sounds like the game features there's a lot more than to do than other MMOs. Like Special Task Force, which are 5 player group missions, PvP, and war zones. War zones are like PvP with NPCs, and there's a couple of lot more, which I'll let you discover. But besides that, I mean, why did I would say lost interest in this game really fast, and why I would say what's wrong with this one here? No, not now. I don't want to go there. Like, if you see the movies and the TV show, it's about exploration and the exploration of human nature, like for an hour or so, if you don't count the ads. Like most of the time, like the crew got in trouble and they tried to get out of it. And yeah, let's get out of here. And the series, even if it gave us entertainment, most of the shows that gave us a morale lesson, which almost all of them had. Unfortunately, Star Trek Online is not about that. Because of its story, you can't do this. I mean, you've all seen the intro. If not, go ahead. It's like something about time and space continuum. My nose bleeds, so whatever. Go ahead. And unfortunately, it's not about exploration or learning about human nature. It's about, like, most of the time, combat. We got missions which are given to us, and yes, we do have exploration, but like about the unknown, but it's not the same thing. Like, you can go on planets and we know what to do and have the basic idea of what to do, but compare that to the TV series and movies, and it's very different. It's not that I disapprove of Star Trek Online, but if they gave us more of what the TV series gave us, like over 40 years, I'm sure it would really help a lot. Like, for example, if they could give a little bit more effort and love to the combat on the ground. I find it boring. It's the same thing as every other MMO out there. It's just you click on skills, you wait for the enemy to shoot you, and so on and so on. The only different thing here is that you have a crew with you, so which, I don't know, you can say that it's a bit better. And I think gamers would appreciate this if they would give more of what the TV series or movies was all about. I mean, it was all about exploration. We've all seen it. If not, it's about exploration, going on planets, find out about what the hell's going on, like Star Trek The Next Generation. Go look at the shows. There are some combats, but most of the time, exploration, discoveries, morale lessons, a lot of stuff to learn. This show will make you think a lot on human nature. So that's what I have to say about Star Trek Online. But overall, it's really fun. Oh yeah, those distress calls. Here's the thing. Let's go there. I'm gonna go there before I'm doing my conclusion here. Other people will join as well. It's a map with. It should be the same one as I think here. It's about the Borg. You see a couple of Borg ships. Sometimes a base as well. And you fight them with other people. It's all random. You get enemies in space. You go there and you get Klingons, you get Borg, or, well, whatever that's on the map right now. Different difficulty, different number of enemies as well. All the information is when you click on the enemy in space. And you get distress calls, which sometimes should open up, I guess. Borg invasion, Alpha Centauri sector, block defense. That's a daily one. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, come on. Report there immediately. Okay, go. Got other people as well. I don't have that big of a ship. Yeah, you get some... Yeah, whoops, let's full impulse. You get some enemies, you got some probes. That's no fun. Yay! Yeah, you gotta be careful because when they're exploding you're too close to them, you're gonna get hit. Pretty hard. Yeah, you can die, but who cares? You're gonna, like, respawn back, so who cares about that? With the other people, it's pretty much easy, let me tell you. Oops. And the store here, which you gotta pay real cash for it, you can get some ships, you can get some, honestly, there's a lot of customizations like cosmetic stuff, but you get some ships, which sometimes they are not cheap at all. Oh my god, like, there's a lot. You can see here the list. It's simply amazing. What the hell? There's a lot. Oh my god. Appearance stuff, all from the different suits. Ooh, Counselor Troy. Deep Space Nine uniforms, all types of uniforms here. You get bundles, you get items, you get duty officer packs. Shared bank slots, those are services slots, rename tokens, retrain tokens if you've done a mistake in your skills, for example. A couple of other stuff as well, starter packs, the 4 character packs. You don't have 4 characters at first. You got a lot of stuff. It's really not that bad, and the only bad thing is that sometimes in space combats or ground combats, you're gonna get some. Oh, looks like I got away too fast. Doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. Sometimes you're gonna get loot which has a chest, so that's pretty annoying. You see those enemies? You can get the enemy, you get the every information out there, so judge if you want to fight them, if you want to. So in conclusion, in all, if you really want space combats, like space fights with the Star Trek team, this is, well, you're in for a treat. As with any free-to-play title, you do get regular updates, so whatever I say now may not make any sense. Like, honestly, free-to-play titles, they do have a tendency to update a lot of stuff and add in new stuff and remove stuff. So it could be very different, like for a month or so in the future. If you're a trekker or just someone who wants, just looking for a good MMO, this might be the one for you. Really, it's really good. Like, the amount of content is high enough. The Foundry, this alone is an excuse to play this game. Just get into a fleet, well, a guild, corporation, whatever you want to call it, but like a bunch of buddies. Get in there, play together, and it should keep you busy for a very, very, very long time. And before that, before I end, just if you did like the video, click on subscribe, like, and comment. See you later.